much. Item 17, South New Brighton setback funding. So Keith Dawson. Keith.
Davison.
Great, thank you. Welcome to the table. Is there any commentary on this report?
I'll just say that the Council made a resolution last August to, as part of the earthquake legacy work for South New Brighton, for us to develop a Bund and to come back with a proposal for additional funding once known. We have that now. We have an opportunity to deliver this Bund, construct this Bund in substantially this year. We have a small season to deliver because of bird nesting and lizard relocation, etc. And so we put forward this proposal for additional funding to you, which would allow us to complete works this year.
Great, thank you. Are there any questions? Mike.
Thanks. Just a quick question. You've obviously outlined in the report that where the money's going to be coming from a number of different projects. I'm just trying to work out, I guess, what the negative impact is on that decision. If we had an event, what would potentially happen in those areas where we're taking the money from?
So the funding for this, the additional funding, is proposed to come from savings on the existing South Shore stop bank works, the temporary works that we have for that, together with bringing back of funding from the Avon floodplain management works. So it's bringing it forward to get an early start. In bringing funding back, we need to offset that with money slipping forward, and in this case we have one scheme, the Charlesworth Drain scheme, which for various reasons is slipping, and so that gives us some opportunity. And we also have two other projects there in the Fendleton and Isleham areas, which we're just proposing to have an offset slip to allow no impact on rates over and above what's in the plan. So in that sense, it's not having an impact on other areas.
Thank you. Yanni.
I mean, I had a similar question on the LDRP 531 Charlesworth Drain project. I think that's 7.4.3. Can you just explain what's happening there? I didn't quite understand. That's the one outside Mesas Road, is it?
Yes. So that project is one that's we're seeing a number of difficulties. We're having difficulties gaining access with the owner of the land. There's a number of considerations around that, which is while we're negotiating with that landowner, that's delaying our start of works. And so what we expect is that's going to push the start of the next financial year. That carry forward becomes an opportunity for an offset bring back. So that's very nice. It's very soothing. So the main point being that Charlesworth Drain is not a false delay in the project in order to secure the funding. It's a project delay that gives us an opportunity for funding for this project.
But if the project is simply delayed, that doesn't create new money. That's the same money, so no. It's not paying for the budget. That's what I don't understand.
That's right. So the funding that pays for this is coming from the Avon floodplain management. That we have an $85 million program over a number of years in the LTP, and savings from the nearby South Shore bunding works. So that's where the money comes from. But in order to bring back money for the Avon corridor, to basically get an early start on that, we're offsetting it with other slipbacks.
In terms of the Charlesworth Drain project, you obviously are well aware that that's a project dear to my heart. Yes. And to my community. So if you need extra funding for that, are you able to bring back money from the Avon Drain as well?
I think at the moment it's not so much about the funding. It's the delay as well. We complete the negotiations with the landowner there.
Right, but once that's done,
Yes.
you'll be in a position to proceed, even if it requires bringing back some money from other
So it's
projects.
just it's an offset carry forward, so the money hasn't gone from Charlesworth.
Cool, thanks.
All right, thank you. Any further questions? Pauline?
Thank you. Just on the same point there on 7.4, when you say transferring approximately half of the financial year 22 LDRP Upper Avon project. What is the Upper Avon project?
Oh, we've identified that there is some earthquake change and flood risk in the Upper Avon, and we'll just be seeking to address that through an LDRP investigation and capital works project. So we're still to fully scope that. It's a number of years away inside the program, but we've identified the budget there to enact some work. So we've still got quite a bit of work there for scoping stages.
Okay. I was just thinking of the drinkable rivers where they're doing a lot of their work up there, and we need to try and support them and synergise our work with them. That's all. So if we can keep that in mind as well.
Certainly.
No further questions? All right. Is there a mover for this recommendation? Melanie? Seconder? Tim? Any debate? All those in favour say aye. Aye. Against? That's carried. Thank you.
Thank you.